Hi, it's me, Thrill, and it's time to explore. Explore the wonders of the world with me. If you're fed up with the hustle and bustle of the city and yearning for somewhere quieter to live or visit with far fewer people around to spoil your fun, you may as well consider one of the smallest countries in the world by population, Talofa. We are in Tuvalu, the second smallest country in the world in terms of population, closely following Nauru, and measures just 26 square kilometers, making it the fourth smallest in terms of size after Monaco, Nauru, and the Vatican. Tuvalu is not a destination for those in search of spectacular sightseeing opportunities. The island nation is not only small, it also lacks any city-like destination or architectural heritage. There are no hills or mountain ranges, no rivers or gorges, and yet it is a delightful Pacific destination where your time is well spent in the shade of a palm tree on one of the prettiest beaches in the world. Traditional local culture remains very much alive, making the people of Tuvalu one of the nation's best assets. The Tuvaluans are Polynesian, and their language Tuvaluan is closely related to Samoan. English is also widely used and taught in the schools, which is for free till secondary school or high school. There is no university in Tuvalu. They have a population of about 11,000 people. About 1/3 of the population lives on Funafuti, the capital and center of government and commerce. Population growth has been slowed down by family planning. Tuvalu became an independent state within the Commonwealth in 1978. Interestingly, the nation negotiated a contract leasing its internet domain name .tv for about $50 million in royalties over a 12-year period and continues to renew it. So, whenever you use the domain .tv, your money is going to them. Twitch.tv, one of the biggest live streaming platforms, is one of their biggest users, and in a year, they get about 12 million Australian dollars for that use alone. This island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean is like a little dot that you can almost not see on a map. The whole country is about 12 kilometers in length and has a surface area of 26 square kilometers. You can tour the whole country in minutes. It is forbidden to buy a car in Tuvalu because, there isn't just enough space. Only government officials are allowed to own cars, but you can rent a bike or scooter to move around. You do not require a visa to visit, but still, there is hardly any tourists. Only about 3,000 tourists visited in 2023. As you might have thought, there is only one airport with 2 flights each week. There is just a single straight road and about 4 hotels in the entire country. But they have a major problem. It is sinking due to its low and flat ground with a highest elevation of only about 3 meters. It is under threat of sinking due to the rising sea level associated with the recent global warming. Tuvaluans have been asked to leave their homes. Even their neighbors like Australia have offered them refuge and a place amongst them, but they do not want to leave. Who really wants to leave a place they call home and have known their whole lives? They rely heavily on aid. Many countries support them in dealing and fighting climate change crisis. It is a scary experience for them daily, knowing that they may lose their home, their entire country, in the next 30 to 40 years. But while here, you can make your visit count by visiting the Funafuti Marine Conservation Area. Here, you will see a good density of birds, crabs, tropical fishes, arachnids, clams, and more. You can try eating raw or grilled fresh fish and some coconuts for lunch provided by your guide. If you're new to snorkeling, this is a perfect place as the water is waist high when the tide is out. If you love to collect stamps, the Tuvalu Philatelic Bureau is a great place to visit. You'll find the collectible post stamps on display along the walls, arranged by year groupings. Now to the Tuvalu Women's Handicraft Center. This is a center where women produce and sell handicrafts made out of seashells from Tuvalu fans, mats, baskets, necklaces, wood carvings, fish hooks, and more. It is only opened on days a plane comes in or on the rare occasion that a cruise ship arrives. You can also stop by the library. The Tuvalu National Library library has a decent collection of books. And though it is a national library, it can be no bigger than your local community library. Internet can be really expensive in Tuvalu, so if you need to kill time, renting a book would be the way to go. You can also stop by the prison. Yes, the prison. There's only one police station with only one prison and a handful of inmates. It is surprisingly left open because inmates can go out to work and then come back within a given time. I mean, where can they really run to or hide? Best time to visit Tuvalu is from May to October during the dry season, as there are only two main seasons in Tuvalu, the wet and dry. The dry season is when the weather is generally sunny and warm, with less humidity and less chance of rainfall. This is also the peak tourist season, so it is a good idea to book accommodations and plan activities in advance. There are limited accommodations, activities, and even transportation options in Tuvalu, so you must plan ahead. Also be prepared for natural disasters. Tuvalu is located in the Pacific and it is vulnerable to tropical storms and cyclones, especially during the wet season. So be prepared and keep informed about the weather forecast during your trip. There is only one bank in Tuvalu and only cash is accepted. No credit or debit cards and no online banking. As a remote location, the prices for goods and services may be higher compared to more developed countries. It is advisable to budget accordingly and have some flexibility in your budget. Whew, what a journey. And like they say in Tuvalu, Tofa, which means goodbye.